Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It has been a long time since we have talked to you. This is Omari J.
And my name is Whitney Renee, and this is the two of us. Let's talk about it. So, what do you want to talk about?
It's been a long time, like a really, really long time.
I know. What have we have been doing? What have we been doing?
Social distancing,
Well,
working from home,
that's cool.
caring for them damn kids.
That's alright.
Yeah. And
That's really it.
Yeah,
That's really
that's
it.
really it. Oh, Mario Kart Mondays and Wild Out Wednesdays and Talk Thursdays
With the
Dustin
family.
and
Yeah, I wonder if they'll actually chime in tonight. Like if they video call, we'll just say, "Hey, welcome to the show, you guys. So, what y'all been doing?" Because they always like entertaining our thoughts and
shenanigans.
whatnot. So, yeah, I do want to apologize to everyone because the last episode we did, it was a really, really good topic. My microphone stopped working. We could no longer get any audio at all, which was horrible. Then we had to take the microphone back and actually exchange it. And here we are with a brand new mic that works perfectly fine, nice and clear. So I am pretty excited about that, but I'm also very disappointed in that very last episode, which, by the way, had like the most views. So, yay!
Yeah. Well, we're here now, so I guess we can only make the best of it. Kind of move forward from here.
That's true.
How y'all been doing? Like comment or something, drop us a line or something and let us know how y'all been doing. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on out there these last few months. Yeah, y'all need to be staying safe.
Well, we started March, from like March to about June. It was when the real shutdown. It was going down. The shutdown was going down. And then we've had all types of stuff, different protests going on, different people, exercising their rights to get out there in the community and protest. When I was downtown yesterday, I got to see some of the murals and stuff that was like painted and stuff down there in the Shore North area. There's still buildings that are got all types of stuff all over of them. Yeah, windows broken out. And that was Short North. So I haven't really gotten a chance to be downtown or.
There's really no reason to go down there because there's only restaurants and
that's dead.
Bars and places people don't need to be.
That's true too. No, I don't know. I've just been, I don't want to speak for you, but really what I've been doing recently, so I've taken advantage of a couple things. With us staying at home, it is easier to kind of work from home, but not only that, I did something that was very, very interesting, and I'm very, very excited to start this journey on top of with the million and one things that I do. I'm a jack of all trades, but I finished my doula training. So
Congratulations.
Thank you. You're so sweet. So I've actually just been working on that, building my business, seeking clients, different things like that to kind of build that business brand and, help women of all different backgrounds, have that advocate in the hospital room. And so I've just been really focusing on that and working on my stuff and building, different things, my name and all that fun jazz stuff. And what you been
doing? Working. And I completed my first two classes in my software development certificate program. Into my third. Yeah.
Oh yeah, wow. That because you started that in when? July?
May. It was May 26th or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was July.
Huh. Yeah, it was May, and then it got over in July.
That's right.
Yeah, and then I started the next class the end of last month, beginning of this month or something like that. And it's been challenging. Not too bad, but coding is picking your brain.
So what is there anything that What?
So, y'all, our anniversary is May 16th. Okay.
This was quarantine. His brain was on.
I don't like. I think my brain was on drugs. Y'all remember that old school commercial where they crack the egg? This is your brain, and this is your brain on drugs.
Wow.
They like my brain had been, and it wasn't like I was doing any drugs or anything like that. But I don't like since quarantine has started, my brain has just been a fat bowl of mush. But anyway, it was our anniversary, our 6-year anniversary this past May. Yeah.
Right.
And I thought had this great idea. You know, I found this globe on Amazon that charges and lights up and changes to 2 different colors to kind of like you got the red moon and then the bright white moon.
And it turns blue.
And then it turns blue. And so like it's pretty cool. It's a really cool little thing. And it has a little phrase or something on it. But then I also got my wife this plaque. It was like a custom-ish made plaque that celebrated our anniversary, and you know it had something to say on it. So me not looking and thinking twice before I actually hit the click button to buy something, I get this thing and I'm looking at it and it looks great. Oh man, she's gonna love this. So anniversary day comes around and I give it to my wife. First thing she notices, why y'all have we been married for 6 years, but I thought we had been married for 5. Our 5-year anniversary, our 6-year anniversary, I gave my wife a 5-year anniversary plaque.
Hey.
Happy 5 years being together.
And I was like, no, we've been married for 6 years. Oh yeah, that's right. But you know what? I think that it's okay. We make mistakes. That's why I said, well, we'll just act like you gave it to me on our 5th year anniversary, and then we'll start a new tradition. You can get a plaque for like every 5 years or something. A big old milestone here.
Like
yeah.
That, yeah.
So that was pretty fun and interesting.
Your birthday?
My birthday, yeah. My birthday was last week. I celebrated turning 23. Okay, really, if you flip those numbers, but I just been telling me why I just turned 23. Anyways, it was a very good birthday.
I had to think about that for a second. Wait a minute,
switch
what?
the numbers around. But yeah, I had a really good day. It was really very, very, very like thought out. Omari did actually like plan something, and then I kept being detective and wanting to know. And my friends are great. Y'all. I kind of cheated, but not really.
She knew what she
not
was
really,
getting.
not really. I kind of knew. I started putting the clues and stuff. So just to let y'all know, so for my birthday, I had a 1-hour full body massage. I had a yoni steam, and then I had a personal chef that came to our place and cooked an amazing meal. What was it? It was blackened salmon.
It was blackened salmon with a mushroom risotto.
Yeah. And asparagus.
Cream sauce and asparagus.
Yeah. Which was delicious.
Yeah, and then we had apple pie tacos.
Apple pie tacos. And the chef's name, what was his name? Chef Gaston?
Chef Gaston.
Gaston, yeah, he was.
His Instagram is like hustlehard_chef.
I don't know. Now you're gonna make me look what his Instagram is.
Yeah, it's hustle something, but then like his sub comment is like Chef Gaston. Really at like excellent meals, y'all. Like, oh my goodness. If don't go to his Instagram if you have a really gluttonous food porn like habit. It's I don't know. It's whew. That food was so good. Oh my God.
His name is Michael Gaston.
Yeah.
Private chef. Heavy hustle _chef Gaston.
Yeah.
Gaston. Gaston
like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was pretty nice.
Young cat, right?
Yeah.
28, but real nice, real personal.
Yeah, so it was a really good birthday. Food was great. I wanted more food. So we've been trying to keep busy for the most part. Like I said, I think we've both been really focusing more on our individual projects, and then we realized like, hey, we haven't done X, Y, and Z, and then we got everything situated. I was like, we really gonna do a podcast tonight. So I'm happy to be back. And I want to say welcome back to everyone. And we are really going to
We're gonna stick with it every week, every
at least
Sunday.
every week, every Sunday episodes, because today is Sunday, but we're gonna post the episodes at least by end of the night Sunday,
End of
maybe
the night
Monday.
Sunday, like Monday morning.
Monday morning.
It'll be ready by Monday afternoon every week.
Every week. So stick around. We're actually going to take a really brief break. And what I wanted to talk about is, I guess, like different activities.
Quarantine activities.
Yeah, quarantine activities, kind of like what we've been doing.
Quarantivities.
Quarantivities. So that's what we're going to talk about. Quarantivities. All right. So we'll be back. We're going to take a quick break. What is it called again?
Quacktivities.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Whitney Renee with the two of us. Let's talk about it. So we are starting with our quarantivities
no.
quactivities.
We that's what I'm laughing about, because we were talking about the quarantivities, and I decided we're gonna name them quacktivities because I'm such a cornball. If you take the first part of core, like the QUA, then you put it on activity. I mean, you already have the A in activities, but you QUAC quack, and then you got activities.
That's lame. It's not even funny. Quarantivities was better.
No,
way better.
Like quack.
Anyway, quarantivities, activities that you do while on quarantine to stay effectively safe. So what I've been doing is whenever I want to have happy hours, I've had a couple virtual happy hours that have actually been pretty cool.
You keep your sanity, yeah.
Yeah, so you pick your favorite drink, your wine, your whiskey, your gin, whatever it is that you prefer to drink, and you invite a couple people through like a Duo or Zoom or Facebook Messenger, whatever the case may be. Y'all just, catch up, chop it up.
That you're going out. Y'all can get dressed up and everything if you want.
Yeah, and then you can play music and take turns listening to other people's music, kind of like a party, a virtual party.
Yeah,
virtual party,
a virtual listening party.
Virtual listening. You know what? I think I want to plan something like that. All seriousness, like doing like a virtual listening.
We're gonna listen to this album, or something brand new nobody's heard of, or something like that.
And just listen through the album
and listen and talk and
dissect it. That would actually be pretty cool. I would definitely love to do that, or like watch a movie together or something.
Ooh, I'd do the movie part.
The movie part would be cool. Yeah. Play couple drinking games.
So there you go. You do that. You find a movie that you want, get a drink, and then y'all play a drinking game in the virtual meeting. That every time something happens, you just take a drink.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So we've been doing that. We've had Mario Kart Mondays where we all get together. I think I mentioned that in the previous episode.
Probably.
We all log on to the Switch and we get on there. We play Mario Kart Monday. It was like a group of like 10 of us.
10 to 12, yeah.
On a given night. So that's been really cool.
Which I'm proud of us because that grew from like 4 or 6, because it was me, you, Dustin, Melissa, Fella. Ashley.
Yeah, and then it just got bigger. Then my brother came. Yeah, that is pretty cool. So we've met some pretty cool people playing that. I had like a little game night. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really like a big game night, but a fairly decent game night.
Mm-hmm. Spraying people down with sanitizer as they come around.
Yeah, I don't want to be playing that. I mean, that virus is really still out there, so I get it. Quarantivities. I've been reading a lot, binge watching different TV shows, trying to finish different TV shows, and I don't know. I know you've been playing some games and stuff.
The same stuff I always play. Yeah, complain about. I finished playing Celeste. My brother got me into that. Very challenging. If you're into games, it's like an old school platformer game, 16-bit retro, but it's good. It's good. You'll enjoy it. It's worth the $15, I think, or $20 it costs.
That's not bad. Mm. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I don't really be playing games like that.
Yeah.
So
no new shows or nothing.
No, I've been looking forward to all the new shows that they have that are coming back, like Moesha.
Oh,
The
on
game
Netflix.
just came on. The Parkers is going to be coming back on, so I'm looking forward to that. All jokes aside, um, kind of makes you feel like a little kid again or a younger person again. Relive your childhood memories of different shows you used to watch, and you get to see how fucking corny that shit was.
Yeah, how corny it was, and how many like adult jokes and stuff are in some of them
Right, and you're
shows.
like, oh, they was off the hook back in the day.
Right.
Back in the day. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I haven't been doing anything. I'm
I've been
literally been
just
listening to. Oh no, I've been listening to like different like music and stuff like that. Not like different music, but like still like my little EDM
mhm,
stuff, but different artists and like following those rabbit holes. Found some really good stuff, like some jazzy music
mhm.
and chill think music and stuff like that.
I've been listening to a lot of like neo soul music,
Hmm.
country music, and then also like the good artists that are not like 100% mainstream.
Mm.
Yeah, like I've been listening to a lot of like Snow Allegra. She's really good. She's starting to become mainstream though. Um, and then I like the Kiana Lede girl. A whole bunch of people that if you're really into music, you should probably check them out.
Check them out.
Check them out. Um, I don't know. Has anything like sad happened to you?
Sad?
Yeah,
No. Aside from us taking the kids back to
yeah,
Illinois,
yeah.
that's been it. There's nothing. I mean, we're stuck around each other 24/7. It's just like
I've actually gotten used to you.
you should. You should.
Not like that, but seriously, like I kind of just
Being around all the time.
I think it's interesting because I think that with everything going on, the people really didn't understand how big of an effect this would take on their lives. Like, like people are losing their jobs. One person is working, one person may be laid off, two people may be working, but they don't have child care, or there's everybody like there's child care, but then the parents aren't working. Like I don't think we all expected for us to be like this is literally like the new norm. Like
Hmm.
the shit's weird to me. And I think it's weird to me because the times that we're living in now, it's kind of like who you're starting to see a lot of things change within people that you probably wouldn't even have the time to even see those true traits because we're busy. When the world is moving and we're moving,
You're not
you're not
thinking
paying a
about.
pit. Yeah, but
Yeah.
when you have a lot of time on your hand and you're just sitting at home, you get to pick at different traits from your spouse that you are starting to understand. Like, I really don't like this shit. No, seriously, or like friends, and then you're like, damn, like that's how they really are for real. But I don't know. I say for me, you haven't been too bad. I think our schedules, like schedules wise, I think our schedules kind of like help that because it's like when I'm really truly working, you're off, so you're not like directly
In
like
your face
yeah
24/7.
24/7. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we kind of have that space and time, and then I'm the park queen, so I'll get off of work and take the kids to the park, spray them down real good. That's what I've been doing too,
Hmm.
spraying them down real good, giving them their good old baths.
Yeah. Well, I've always been used to this because that's all I ever did. Stay
What?
in the
Stay
house.
now.
Hmm.
I
I'm a
think
homebody.
I think initially for me, I think I fell into depression.
Oh, I know. Yes, you did.
Like it was like I was starting to have like anxiety, not from being shut in, but exactly what we're going through now. Like I've had a feeling like this was going to stretch out a lot longer than we anticipated. And
Hmm.
because of that, I feel like, there's no outlet for you. If you're a person that likes to get up and be a little bit more mobile and, likes, spending time with their friends and stuff like that and not being able to do that at all, I think that's
It's
very
an eye
hard.
opener for a lot of
Yeah,
people
it
about their
is.
habits and
Yeah.
the things that they used to do. Like, yeah, it's nice to get out and be about and be on the move all the time, but you should always have something that you can fall onto for, I don't want to say emergencies like this, but I mean, this could happen again. We might not see
Hmm.
it in our lifetime, but how do you know 30 years from now the same thing won't happen?
Right.
And then at that point, you're like, well, I'm used to doing this. I don't have
Hmm.
that anymore. Again, pick up different things or try something new or, you know, be creative
Yeah.
about your activities and the things that you do. Really.
I think for me, it just taught me to slow down a bit more
Mm-hmm.
because I don't. It's not even necessarily that I'm on the go on the high end all the time. It's just that when I'm out, I'm enjoying myself. You know, you get that time, and I think it's because of my work schedule that you work 5 days a week. You when you're off, you want to be able to do the things that you enjoy,
Relax and
and because you can't do that now because everything's shut down, that was kind of like blah. So, but I think that jump start and got kicked out of that. I want to say close to the mid June, roughly.
mm-hmm.
I think by July I was fully okay with everything shutting down, like and not really being able to do anything because you adapt
Yep.
and you just adapt with the change. But I've just been trying to do more things with the boys and stuff. I've seen a lot of different people not getting along with their spouses though, or
Mm-hmm.
they've broken up during this quarantine. What do you think is one of the things that has helped us not be at each other's throat like
Because you're my
uh-huh.
friend before you're anything else. And I think, and I've said that before, and I will continue to say that because I believe that 100%. There's no way I could be. There's no way like I could be husband
Hmm.
to you and you be wife to me if that's all our relationship was, where we had these funny moments,
Hmm.
but most of the time we're all right. This,
Oh
boom, boom,
yeah.
boom. This has to be done. We got to get this done, and we got to do this, and we got like you're real. It sounds bad to say, but goal driven,
Hmm.
which isn't bad, but at the same time, you need to be having fun. You can't just be business with no fun because that will take a toll on your
I feel like I've had
social.
it is, but I feel like we've had a lot more fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's why we get along. Why I don't mind
Yeah.
being around you all the time.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm gonna be sad when you have to go back to work.
I'm
I'm
putting up two fingers.
I'm done. I think I'm gonna have like a
Anxiety.
meltdown. Yeah,
Yeah.
like oh my gosh, my friend is not here with me. It's not good. It's not good
Don't
at
call
all.
me your friend. I'm your husband.
You are my husband, but you know what I mean. Like, oh, my friend is
I'm your
gone.
frusband.
My husband. You're my husband. I like that. Husband.
Frusband. Yep.
So yeah, that's all I've been noticing. Do you have any advice for people that may? I have some advice for people that find themselves in a situation where they're struggling with friendships or they're struggling with their relationship, whether it be boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife.
I must keep saying it. Have fun in your relationships. Have fun. Get to know that. That's the best way to get to know somebody. The best way to cope with somebody and have fun, smile, laugh. All the other stuff will come.
That's true.
Everything else will come. Everything else will fall into place.
I think my advice would be, yeah, that's having fun is good, but I think understanding and trying to put yourself in a position where you have to be able to understand a point of view other than your own view. So like if you know that things have been kind of crazy or whatnot, with your spouse and they come to you, with a problem or a situation and they're trying to talk to you about it, I feel like you kind of have to be open enough to be willing to listen to them, like, okay, so how do we fix it? Because I feel like the minute we steer away from that. We don't know what that other person is going through, during, quarantine, whether it be your mom, your dad, your best friend. Everybody handles things differently.
Way
But,
differently. Some people put on a mask and
and
bury all the feelings and everything like that just to
yeah,
appear to be happy, and that's not healthy.
it's not.
But
But Jinx, you owe me a soda.
well,
We got no more
there's no
soda.
more out
Yes,
there.
you owe me a soda.
Okay. Yep. I'll get you. I'll get you a pop.
Okay. A soda
I
pop.
don't know what soda is.
I know what a pop is.
I know what pop is.
But I would say definitely listening to that other person, being open and honest, and then also if you feel overwhelmed, just take some time, away. I feel like a lot of people have been making rash decisions just based off of they didn't do something that they're used to getting done. Nobody's perfect, but everybody's situation is totally different, and it's cool. But that would be my advice. That and have fun, enjoy each other's company. I always look at it this way. Yeah, 2020's been pretty rough, but it's been the roughest, funnest year I've had in a very, very long time. Where I could kind of be a little bit more relaxed. I don't have to worry about the office politics, all like that. I can kind of get up and just freely just have the comfort of my own home. Everybody's not fortunate enough to be able to do that, so I'm very humble for it. I do my job, and I'm like, I'm grateful I still have a job and I can work from home. Yeah, it sucks because we're all in this shitty position right now, but I've been able to spend more time with the kids, more time with you, more time with family, and just being able to really refocus and recenter like different goals that I want to achieve. And I feel like I've accomplished more in 2020.
Yes, you have
for sure.
than any other year that we've been together. That's for sure.
Yeah. I really do
That
think
is
so. I
for
think
sure.
I've been on the straight and narrow path, like.
But I mean, you really don't have a choice.
Yeah, because there ain't shit fuck else to do.
Exactly.
Shit fuck else. I don't know what that is.
So I mean, I'm proud of you, everything that you've done so
Thank
far.
you. That makes me feel happy.
Even though you get on my nerves sometimes, you pick with me, you bully me, take my lunch money.
I don't bully you.
Yeah, you do.
I don't bully you. I think that
You bully me into paying the bills.
Bye. I think that this was a very good just catch up moment, I guess.
This is a crazy reset year.
Crazy reset year.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
So had nothing happened, everybody would still be the busy bees that they are, trying to make sure their homes are good and trying to chase, these dreams that they had. Now here comes pandemic and slap you in the face, telling you to slow down and reevaluate the things that you want to do and how they're going to benefit you. Because if something like this can stop the entire country, what about if something, who knows, aliens invade and it affects the entire world? Then what? Or this happens again? Are you still doing the same things you were doing before that got you to where you're already at, and you're kind of just making a lateral move, or have you made some progress to kind of avoid putting yourself in this situation again where, like you said, we're not as fortunate, or we're fortunate to have the jobs that we have for us to be able to work from home. That's like you said, somebody else doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Maybe that person is reflecting on the choices they've made and they're like, wow, this is the situation I'm in, and it really sucks. When I thought, government was going to be for the people and help the people out, they're fucking shitheads and don't do anything. It's not one of those pick yourself up by the bootstrap moments. It's one of those, okay, yeah, this is real shitty. So what can I do moving forward to avoid me being in this situation, even if this doesn't happen?
Right. I agree.
And that's not to, talk down to anybody that doesn't, you don't work from home. You stay over there.
Right.
But this is one of those things to think about. And the people that are already there don't get complacent.
Yeah. That's true. That's very true. Well, I want to take a little quick break and then kind of just wrap things up with a recap of our what in the world, because I wanted to talk about some things as far as like the new things that are coming up in the ends of this whole 2020, which is the what in the world moment. So we're just going to take a quick little break and we'll be right back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You remember that May song?
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at you like that.
Oh,
This,
man.
yeah. Well, all
It's
right,
been a minute.
we're gonna wrap this up. We got one more quick topic to talk about. Go ahead with that.
It was just my conclusion with what in the world with everything going on and the protests and all that jazz. What do you think? What do you think should happen as far as like how everybody got the stimulus checks and stuff like
Mhm.
that? What would you like to see as far as change in the quarantina? I say quarantina because 2020's been a bitch. Quarantina. It's like a hurricane.
It's like a hurricane, which we're entering hurricane season. So if you live out there on the coast somewhere, y'all be safe out there. I know there's 2 hurricanes right now heading towards Louisiana in the Gulf. Yeah. That's, I don't know. One of them hit today, and the other one's supposed to hit tomorrow.
Wow.
Back to back. Yeah. What do you mean, like as far as change with quarantine? Like after quarantine? Because a lot needs to change.
Well, no, I felt like the stimulus package was whack.
It is whack.
I feel like Americans should get more. I really do. And just considering how long we've been going through this, and some people haven't even gotten unemployment.
The first one,
yeah,
they haven't gotten. I know somebody that's lost all of her jobs, and she hasn't gotten.
Yeah, I don't like that. I just feel like we're too quote unquote great of a country to be the one that's really lacking behind and not helping and supporting
everybody.
Yeah, that just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense to me. But at this point, I just feel like whatever. I just feel like whoever is next in office, can. I just hope it can be fixed. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't really get into politics per se, or I just feel like there's a hidden agenda behind all of this shit, and we're right now as a human race, I feel like we're all on edge a little bit too much, but we have every right to be on edge. But our on edgeness is about things that we shouldn't really be focused on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's important still, but I just feel like we should be.
There's bigger fish to fry.
Yes, like I feel like we should be questioning the people in Congress and the Senate and whatever the case may be on why laws are the way that they are in certain states. You know what I'm saying? Or why you can't do this, but you can do that. Here, different. One of my biggest pet peeves is the whole thing with like the what is it? The electoral vote
in the college.
Yeah, college vote, and then the what is it called? I just had a brain fart. Popular vote.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
There's a history behind that.
But yeah, I don't like stuff like that, and I just feel like we should really start as people. We should start questioning the things that the government is telling us that we should do, and
that's not the problem.
Well, so what's the problem?
The big problem are big corporations. That's the problem. Think about this. If there's 500 small people, in this little, we'll call it this little country, okay, and one person, well, we'll say 2 people come out with these businesses and they boom, everything's growing this and the other. What do you think the businesses are gonna do to make more money? They're gonna pay off the people that make the rules, so that the rules don't apply to them, so that they can do whatever they want. Like right now, the national minimum wage is like $8
in the United States.
In the United States,
ooh,
it's like $8 and some change or something. It might be higher than that. I don't have the actual.
I thought it was like 9.
No, it's not very high at all. So these 2 people make all this money. They make all this stuff, and then they're living this lavish life, and they're doing these things, and they have these corporations, and things are going well, and this little country decides that they're gonna go and their businesses are gonna go and they're gonna do an open stock exchange, stuff like this. Now they're in a contractual agreement with shareholders to make money. So what is the business gonna do? Exactly what we're seeing in the States today. They want to get all the benefits and everything, all that cash from the government, our tax money, we foot the bill for all the work and research and stuff like that goes into these products and things that we get. Who gets all of the money?
The hands in the pot.
The people at the top.
Yeah.
That's
like
how it works.
Like our movie, The Platform.
Yeah, exactly. That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Really
if you guys haven't watched that movie, it's not. I mean, yeah, they got some subtitles or whatnot.
It's a Hispanic movie.
Yeah, but you guys should watch it. It's pretty good.
It was really good. But those two corporations, they have shareholders now. They have to make the shareholders money. So what do? They buy out the people that make the rules.
America is all about business and transactions.
No, it's not.
You don't think?
Because in business, you can't have a business without customers. You can't. Mm-hmm. It's impossible. You can't have a business without workers. You can't. It's impossible.
So how is America being run?
It's being run by the wealthy for the wealthy.
Oh.
This whole you hear this, this trickle down economy crap that Republicans have been spewing. They don't do so much anymore, but it's still there. How many thousands of dollars have you gotten from corporations that trickle down the money? Yeah. You don't. Yeah. Oh, here's your bonus. But guess what? $1,000. Here's your $1,000 bonus. Well, how come the CEO gets $23 million in shares plus a $2.4 million bonus, cash bonus?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the companies that are laying off workers, but reporting record income.
Yeah.
What about the companies that are taking all the profits and stuff that they make and shipping that money and keeping that money stashed away in these tax havens?
Yeah.
You want to fix the problem? Tax the living shit out of corporations and audit them every 3 months. Any money that gets sent overseas, they get taxed at an even higher rate.
Like how they do, like how I got done in my butt about taxes on the IRS supplemental wages.
Yeah, we're not going to talk.
We're not going to talk about that. That's a whole nother beast that I don't even want to tackle, but that makes sense. I guess I never looked at it that way.
That's the problem. That's the root of the problem. Because once you have one guy that says, "Yep, we're open to shareholders," the shareholders don't want anything but money. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why they buy these shares, why they invest in these companies. Mm-hmm. They're only after the money. Mm-hmm. They can care less what happens to the people below them or whatever. They keep the CEO in check. Mm-hmm. He says, "Yep, this is for the shareholders, blah 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 blah. So I'm going to buy out the people that make the rules. I'm going to put them on my payroll. These are the legalized drug dealers. I'm going to put them on my payroll and send them money to their campaigns and do all of this stuff. And then when they're done being in the government, I'm going to give them a job." Or vice versa. He was working for my company. Now he got, into office. I'm going to keep giving him money because he's going to keep doing favors for me. That's how that works. Well, that's all it is. You tax what? At one point, corporations were being taxed like 90 or 95%. Tax them like that 80, 85%. And then for every dollar that they have overseas shelled off somewhere based off of the information that they're reporting, you tax them at 90, 95%. Force them to bring the money back. Mm-hmm. Force them to invest in the country. Force them to spend their money. You tax the corporations, you tax the rich, just like that. People's tunes will change real quick. If things start to get better, lower the tax rates. Can things continue to get better? Lower the tax rates. Yeah. Save a little money. Help the people that are
busting their ass
busting their ass off to keep these corporations and people afloat. Pay them.
Right.
They're the ones doing the hard work. Mm-hmm. The people coming up with the ideas, they don't do shit but go on vacations and whatnot.
That's true.
I could go on for a very long time, but me personally, that's how I think you fix that problem. But you can't do that unless you vote out the people that are already corrupt and bought out that are in these offices as it is.
That's true.
That's my take.
That's your take. That's your my take. Well, it was very nice talking and catching up. Again, we are on several different platforms. We are on here Anchor. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple. We're on Breaker. We got like 10 different.
I don't know where we're on
platforms.
But you can find
there's Facebook. Feel free to share this episode. I think that our next episode, I think we're going to talk. We're gonna have a couple talk with our really really good friends of ours. Here, I think actually that should be next week. I
We're gonna
think
do next
next.
Sunday.
No, I
On
think it's
Sunday.
no. I think we're doing that episode on Saturday. But at any rate, I don't really know. I don't really know what we're gonna talk about, but I did set that as a calendar, like a actual discussion. So it might just go, just up in the air. But I just wanted to catch up, shoot the shit with you. That's what
We
this,
always shoot the shit. We have
yeah, kind of
we have
revamp
yeah,
and
we have some interesting conversations.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, you guys. I hope everyone has a really, really good week. Try to make it a positive one. And
It's good to be back. Don't hate us for being gone so long. And please let us know if there's something you want us to talk about or, chime in on something. Definitely reach out to us.
yeah, you can also, if you guys want to send in any questions or, any subject like questions for either me or Omari, you can definitely do that. You can submit that question either on Facebook, um, or just leave us a message here on an app, and we'll be able to listen to it and kind of touch bases on that. I want people to start asking questions. All right, so thank you.
Thank you. Yay, the kids are not sleeping. We got to go and get them.
All right, good night, you guys.
Good night.